What is going on, guys? It's your boy J Cuts the Gray here from Anime Escape with another Drifters review, episode 3, Army of Ours -- Sortie at Dawn. Oh man, this is getting good. I'm really upset with myself that I haven't gone all the way through and watched these already. But yeah, so getting into the episode, pretty much the Octobus, yeah, that's what it is. Octobus chief. He's walking up to one of his soldiers or something like that, and he's asking them, has they come? And he's like, no, they haven't come, but I can sense them. So they'll be here shortly. And next thing you know, there's some soldiers who are normally in the fort. They were like, well, you know, no one's breached these walls in thousands of years and da. We have nothing to fear. And the captain's like, y'all aren't gonna make it at all. Y'all aren't gonna make it at all. So he was like, look, I'm going to get the 2 old men who were fighting in the desert in the previous episodes. And he was like, are you sure, you know, they're gonna let him, and we're gonna get them in charge? He was like, are you sure you're gonna, you know, they're gonna let them be in charge and stuff? They're like, without them, we're pretty much freaking screwed anyway, so why not? Taking note of this, I love this intro. The intro is amazing for some odd reason. Like, I think they had an intro in the second episode, but I'm not sure. But me actually sitting down, watching it 2 or 3 times and listening to the intro, it is dope. I love it. I'm like, yo, what the hell, man? Seriously. But diving back into the episode, they finally get the 2 old men in, and they're trying to convince the commander of the fortress to let them take control. So pretty much they don't like drifters. They think drifters are bad luck or whatever and everything like that. So the Octobus commander was like, this is not gonna go good. This is not gonna go good at all. So pretty much it cuts to these 2 cowboys outside. They're in the castle or they're in the fortress, but they're just chilling for right now. Just chilling, legit 2 cowboys just chilling. And one of them's like, hey, you got a cigarette? He's like, nah. The other one's like, nah, dog, I ain't got a cigarette. And, well, one has a hat on, the other one has a cloak on. I'll just put it like that. The one with the cloak, he was like, dog, I know you got 2 cigarettes. When we got here, those were your last 2 cigarettes, dog. We need to let one loose. He was like, nah, dog, I'm not letting it loose. So then it cuts back to the commander of the Octobus, and he's, you know, trying to go through and explain and everything like that, but all of a sudden he senses something. And on the hillside is an army. I'm not talking about a regular army. I'm talking about Lord of the Rings pan back from a mountaintop. Look at half the army, still army. And he was like, the Dark King is here. And the commander of the fortress, he's like, well, the captain of the fortress, he's like, everyone get to your posts. You know, do what you gotta do. The archers up and ready. Da. So, the captain of the Octobus, I keep saying it, but I feel like I keep messing it up. The Octobus, commander of the Octobus, he's like, this is not gonna go down like everyone thinks it is. This is gonna be horrible. So, the Dark King pretty much waves his hand and just tells him to go at it. And the captain of the fortress, he was like, fire at will. So they're just finally going at it. It's like a battle scene from here on out, what I'm going to be describing. So they're going at it, you know, everything like that. And next thing you know, the commander of the Octobus, he was like, we got to go. Get the drifters we have, these 2 old men, because they're drifters too. We need to get up out of here. The Octobus is escaping too, because we need drifters to win this, because we ain't about to win this on our own. It was like, okay, bet. We gathering everybody, we need to get. Cuts back to the fortress being attacked, and you know, they're holding off people with the arrows and stuff. Then all of a sudden you see dragons. And I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, this done turned into something way more epic than it should have been on the 3rd episode. So all of a sudden you see dragons just fly. I'm like, yo, dragons, what? So they come in, they clear a path on one side and get people to drop in. So, the commander Octobus, he looks up, he was like, yo, this is not gonna be, you know, good for us or anything like that. He was like, if only we had the drifters and stuff. And pretty much he was saying that we need to keep the drifters alive to have a standing chance against the Black Knight. Black King, my apologies. So all of a sudden, a gateway opens in the sky and everyone like stops and sees it. Let me put a pin on that. God, I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit. So when the attack happened, the Black King sent out Hajiki, who was a swordsman, Joan of Arc, which threw me all the way off. Threw me off completely. I was like, Joan of Arc is a bad guy? And this lady called Romanova. And sent them out, told them to go. Do what you do. Kill. Just go. So yeah, then it cuts to the gateway opening in the sky and an airplane just flying out of it. And it's funny because like he like comes through, he's like, where the hell am I? And he's looking around and stuff. And the plane's about like, it just stalls and it's about to crash. He's like, I didn't tell you to stop. And like he punches it repeatedly and it comes back on. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. and it's funny because I think is Nashi. I had it. I was saying it earlier. Nawashi or something like that. He's a captain. But like he's flying, right? So he looks over to his right and he sees the dragon. And the guy flying the dragon looks at him like, what in the hell are you doing here? And he's like, are y'all flying dragons? What the hell are y'all flying dragon for, you idiot? I'm like, oh my gosh, this man is going off, realizing these are actual dragons and just not giving a damn. So I'm like, okay. So like he flies off. We don't get back to him a little bit later. So yeah, they start storming the castle and everything like that. So it's actually time for the Octobris commander and all the other Octobris and the drifters to get away. So he turns to the person who was sensing it. He was like, look, we got to go now. We need to leave. And then all of a sudden you hear the gate just slice open and burst open. And there's Hajiki, the other guy that was sent, one of the guys that was sent in by the Black King. I keep saying Black Knight. So he's standing there and everyone's looking at him like, yo. But so like when he starts walking, all of a sudden these two ghosts of samurais appear, kill two people, then he comes through and kill two people. Then it cuts to Joan of Arc, and I was like, yo, like Joan of Arc is twisted in this anime, son. So cuts to Joan of Arc, and there's somebody else behind her, but I don't think they said the person's name. But Joan of Arc pretty much has this fire ability. She sets stuff on fire. So she like stabs her sword into the door, bursts on fire, comes through, and pretty much burns everybody alive on that side of the gate. She gives this great monologue and then she just burns everybody on that side of the gate and just laughs maniacally. It's crazy. Then it gets to the lady Romanova. She has somebody else with her too, but they don't really say their name as well. She emits a blizzard from within herself. And it freezes the people in place, and she just pretty much goes to sleep. Sleep everywhere. That's literally what she tells them. So, it cuts back to Noashi. That's the best it's gonna get, guys. The airplane guy, the commander in the sky. And he's looking down at the fortress, and he's watching it burn and everything like that. And I think it flashes back to his hometown or village or whatever being burned and bombed and stuff like that. Because he kind of snaps a little bit. Then after that, it cuts back to the Octobus commander, the two old drifters, and the two cowboy drifters escaping. And they're like, hey, we need to get up out of here. You know, we need to do what we gotta do. We need to go. But before they leave, the commander was like, hey, is there a chance? Is there any type of way we could possibly win this? And he asked one of the old drifters, and he was like, there's a non-zero chance of winning. And he took that and was like, okay, bet. So there's a chance. So all right, I'll take it. So like they get on the wagon and they go. The funniest thing to me is they are whipping this wagon. Like they are like Tokyo drifting this wagon around curves and stuff. I love it. So they get I think they get to a straightaway, and like the army's coming. Next thing you know, they just pulls out guns. And he's like stands on the wagon, one gun in the mouth, the controls in one hand, and one gun in his right hand. And he's just like going at it, like shooting everyone that's moving and everything like that. Fire. So you hear one of them say, "Do it, get him, kid." I don't know which one is it, but I'm thinking one of them is Billy the Kid. So I don't know which one of the Cowboys it is, but that's dope. So I was waiting for like him to pop up somewhere, but him or Julius Caesar or something that's like that. But yeah, so like they pull out a Gatling gun, they start mowing down the people and everything like that. So they finally exit the fortress. Upon exiting the fortress, a dragon is in their face, like ready to ready to roast him like no tomorrow. Then Noshi, I'm just calling him Noshi, the pilot comes in, guns down the dragon. He was like, "Hey, the target's dragon is the target." So he mows down 4 dragons, like by himself, just in a broke down plane he came in with. Just mows them down and just flies off. And then like the commander of the Octobris, he was like, "Okay, pretty much, you know what? I'll never forgive you for this, Black Knight, Black King." He's like, "We'll find a way to defeat you," and And the episode ends there. I will say, I love this episode. I mean, I love this series now because it's like action everywhere. Like, it's no, like so far I haven't ran into an episode where it's like just talking. Like, there's action somewhere in the episode. Like, it's A1 action too. But thanks for the view, guys. You know the deal. Is there anything I missed in the episode? Feel free to holler at me. Throw them in the comments. I respond. Trust me, I do. But you know, I swear this anime. I'm really upset with myself about this anime because it's really good, but I've been like putting it on hold. Like the first time I heard about it, I just was gonna watch it. I watched one episode, put it on hold. Then my homeboy, he was like, "Hey, you should do a review." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do a review," but I got busy with doing like trying to maintain the My Hero Academias and stuff like that, and coming up with new ideas for everything. But now I'm on it, man, and I'm loving every bit of it. But yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe, follow your boy. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Instagram, J-Cuts is great. I'm not gonna say my Facebook up here. I feel like some of you are trolls. But if you do watch this and you are on my Facebook and stuff, you're gonna see it a little bit. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay true, stay savage. Out.